Terence Bud Crawford finally responds to Gary Russell Jr. saying he broke his jaw back in the day. We're going to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats, channel donations, the Venmo donations, the Cash App, and the Patreon family. We working. Head over to my Patreon, link in the description. I'm doing the group sessions, getting to talk to you guys in groups, and it feels good. So different opinions, different thoughts. That's one of the major perks with the Patreons and the YouTube channel members. Become a Patreon member, click the link to become a YouTube channel member, hit the join button, and it's going down. That's the next thing, the next empire within the empire that we're building. Now, Terence Crawford, finally responds to an interview done. Now, I haven't had a chance to actually watch the interview, but I know a lot of people, and my mans was telling me what happened because he had watched it. So, you know, it's a good source. And he was giving me an overflow of what happened and what was said. But shout out to Fred. He did an interview with Gary Russell Jr. And it's an exclusive interview where Gary Russell Jr. was talking about the reported incident from his perspective that happened between him and Terence Crawford. Again, I haven't personally watched it, so I don't know how it came up. Funny thing is, I heard about this story like a couple years ago. This story like became public, but just from being in boxing and covering fights and knowing training camps and fighters and stuff, I had already heard of this situation about Terence Crawford getting like snuffed out or punched by Gary Russell Jr. back in the day. And then I started, like, when I heard about it, it was like when Crawford was first coming out ish, you know, because Gary Russell probably started making noise before Crawford, I would say. Because I remember people were looking at Gary Russell Jr., Broner, and also Gamboa, and they all wanted them to fight. But I remember hearing this story, but to me, it was just, I hear a lot of things, you know, what happened in sparring, and people tell me a lot of stuff, and I withhold the information. 'Cause, you know, I'm not going to put stuff I hear off the record just on the record, you know what I mean? And I remember hearing about it like a long time ago. And then I started hearing people talk about what happened publicly. Like someone did an interview and talked about it. It might have been Gary Russell. I don't remember at this point. And that had kind of confirmed it. Like, oh, I guess this did happen. But one detail that I didn't hear about was that Crawford's jaw was broken. And that's what Gary Russell has said. So I'll put Fred's link in the description box so you can check it out, give him the viewership, and listen to this interview. But Gary Russell's claiming that he broke Terence Crawford's jaw and with whatever punch he threw. And he also did stuff like called out Mikey Garcia and Devin Haney, and I think Tank, which, you know, he's kind of mentioned most of those names, Devin and Tank at least. Mikey Garcia is a bit newish. Those are all good fights. But Terence Crawford has responded. He has responded, and 4 hours ago he put this. He says, Mr. Gary Russell Jr., that's his handle. Oh, look at little Gary trying to get some fame off my name. I'll be back when I get freed up. I don't know. That's, you know, interesting. He said, Gary Russell, oh, look at little Gary trying to get some fame off my name. Crying emoji. I'll be back when I get freed up. So I have some questions. I'm not sure what he means by freed up. Could be the pandemic. Crawford has been on record saying he's not fighting for lower pay or pay cuts and stuff like that. I don't think he's locked up. His girl's pregnant. So I don't know what he means about freed up. He might have his fight. This could mean his fight is done. Some people speculate he could fight Ugas next. So if he has an opponent locked in, you know, he might just be putting out that warning. But this is interesting because Gary Russell's talking about fighting Mikey, and, you know, he talked about moving up to fight different guys. I would like to see where this goes. That's all I'll put. Interesting response from Terence Crawford. Gary Russell, he very skilled, but I want to see Gary Russell get a big fight. That's all there is to it. I got to see him get a big fight because at the end of the day, the man is skilled. Who is that? Oh, that's Antonio. The man's skilled. He's been a champion for a while. He's at featherweight. Doesn't look like he's going to get his opportunity at featherweight. Like Shakur Stevenson moved up. Lomachenko moved out of that division. Nicholas Walters, I don't even think he fights anymore. You know what I'm saying? So he's probably going to have to move up to get a bigger fight. It's just how far will he move up? He said some different things about, like he even called out Broner, I think, for 140. So it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Gary Russell's not the tallest guy, so he's not going to have the height advantage when he gets to the 140s, stuff like that. But I don't know. Crawford, for his part, you know, they haven't had any announcements, so I don't know who he's fighting next, but it could be Ugas maybe. That's a rematch from the amateurs. We'll have to see how this plays out, basically. But now, a message from my affiliate. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more sports. Get unlimited access to premium content with an ESPN Plus subscription. ESPN Plus offers a variety of content, including specials, behind the scenes docuseries like Bruce Lee's Be Water, and much more. With an ESPN Plus subscription, you get access to a ton of classic archive fights and replays from boxing and the UFC. Big names like, "Hi, I'm Mike Tyson. Come and watch my fight." Floyd Mayweather, "Easy work. I'm rich." And Manny Pacquiao, "Yes, it's up to my promoter." Just to name a few. If that's not enough, you could get the ESPN bundle, which includes ESPN Plus, Hulu, and Disney Plus. All three apps, one low price. You don't want to miss out. Make sure you guys click that link in the description box of all of my videos. Ego signing off. So let me know what you guys think of Mr. Gary Russell Jr. and him rehashing that story. It looks like maybe the two have not mended their relationship or whatever went on. Again, I have to watch the interview. I know of the story and know what happened. The only real new detail was that he's saying that Crawford's jaw was broken from this. I heard, this is just what I heard. I don't know, because now that the story's out, but they said Terence Crawford was like rocked from it, or buzzed, or hurt, or drunk, or whatever from the shot. But then again, it sounded like it was kind of blindsided. So, you know, if he didn't see the attack coming, you know, that could happen to anybody. If you talking to someone and someone just like catch you flush with no protection, you can't roll it, and you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess I got to verse myself on the detail. Big fan of Gary Russell Jr. as well as Terence Crawford. So just like Bennett, I ain't in it. I'm just giving you guys the news. Let me know what you guys think. Use that ESPN Plus link. It does help the channel so I can continue to get y'all that fire content that y'all want. Let me know what you guys think of Terence Crawford's response. Who will he fight next? Is it realistic to see these two fight? Let me know all that good stuff in the comment section. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxingego, the future of boxing.